Welcome back to the Power and the Glory. Today's scripture is Psalm 137. Before I read the scripture, please like, share, and subscribe. It does make a huge difference to the Google algorithm. Thank you to my existing subscribers for your ongoing support. I really do appreciate it. So I'll read the scripture now. By the rivers of Babylon we sat and wept when we remembered Zion. There on the poplars we hung our harps. For there our captors asked us for songs. Our tormentors demanded songs of joy. They said, "Sing us one of the songs of Zion." How can we sing the songs of the Lord while in a foreign land? If I forget you, Jerusalem, may my right hand forget its skill. May my tongue cling to the roof of my mouth if I do not remember you, if I do not consider Jerusalem my highest joy. Remember, Lord, what the Edomites did on the day Jerusalem fell. Tear it down, they cried. Tear it down to its foundations. Daughter Babylon, doomed to destruction. Happy is the one who repays you according to what you've done to us. Happy is the one who seizes your infants and dashes them against the rocks. So the context here is the psalm was composed during the Babylonian exile when the people of Judah were taken captive to Babylon after the city of Jerusalem and the first temple were destroyed in the 6th century BC. Now the consequences of this were that the exiles lost their homeland, their homes and loved ones, and were forcibly uprooted and displaced. They were mocked then by their captors for their misery. So this is where we really get into the psalm in detail. The psalm is a communal lament, with the exiles weeping by the rivers of Babylon and feeling unable to sing the songs of Zion in their captivity. They just don't feel like doing that. They're not disposed to do it because of their mood. They hung their instruments on trees because the sorrow of their situation made joyful music impossible and painful. And this is all about humiliation. So the captors mock the exiles, demanding they sing one of your Zion songs for their entertainment. The psalmist's response is defiant. They cannot sing the Lord's song in a foreign land. Refusal is a powerful act of retaining their identity and faith. They have an unwavering remembrance of home during the psalm. They remember Jerusalem. The psalm contains a strong vow to never forget Jerusalem, and this emphasizes the city's supreme importance above all other earthly joys. Now, within the psalm, there's also an expression of anger and a call for justice. The psalm does not shy away from expressing deep rage, particularly against the Edomites who betrayed them. It contains a curse and a prayer for retribution against their enemies, particularly Babylon. Now, there's also a call for justice and revenge, a cry for justice. The psalm is a raw human plea for God to enact justice against their oppressors, but not an endorsement of personal revenge. What it's all about is leaving vengeance to God, and we should do the same thing in our own lives. It reminds believers to bring their anger to God and trust Him to act justly rather than seeking personal retribution. So we must do that in our own lives. If we come up against a difficult situation, let's leave vengeance to God and God alone.